How's everybody doing? Hello, Deborah. How are you doing today? It's another Saturday upon us. And yeah, how's everybody doing? Yeah, we're going to start with this box today. This should be a really good one. We do have one silver ender and lots of heavy ones. The heaviest one is at 227 grams. And we're hoping there's going to be 90% silver in there. And just like last week, we're missing a bunch of coins. So the ones marked in yellow are missing coins. I think we're missing like 1, 3, 5. There's like 6 missing out of this box. But yeah, there's going to be like a total of like, hey, Chew, how you doing, man? So yeah, we have all kinds of weights, 227s. I mean, we got 226.2, 226.3. We got a 226.4, 226.2. I mean, 226.7. And I do have one box we're going to save for last. And it's got 3 enders. So yeah, it's going to be our best box for enders this year. So yeah, I'm going to start with this one as 1 ender. We're going to do 5 boxes for me, 5 boxes for Dennis. It'll be Dennis's last 5 boxes until he somehow can acquire other ones. Yeah. I hope everybody can hear me and see me okay. Yeah. And that's where we're going to start. So yeah. Dennis' mom's birthday is today, so he's on his way to like a little birthday party for her. So he might be popping in and out throughout the day. Thanks, Deborah. I appreciate it. Yeah. All right. Here we go. First box. It's going to be a heavy roll. This is the kind of boxes you want to see. A lot of heavy weights. I know we were doing a lot of lower 226s only had 40s in them last week, but I'm hoping there's 90% silver in these heavy ones that weigh 226.4 plus. We're going to find out. So, silver there. It's hard to see it, but it's right there. It's right there. It's right there. Look how shiny that bad boy is. 1964 Philadelphia. Wow. I think somebody opened up some nice new rolls. Because if this is that nice, this sender is just as nice. And it weighs a 226.5. So yeah. We're going to have some 64s in here today. So that's pretty cool. Somebody threw away some Yum Yums. 90% silver. I wonder what else we're going to find today. And I noticed a bunch of NIFC enders too in these boxes that I picked up this week. I ended up getting 4 boxes this week. Dennis wasn't getting any, so I picked up 4. There's a 2003, so yeah. Yeah. So all 4 boxes are missing coins. I think there's $10.50 total missing. One roll has an extra coin in it. But yeah, it's coming out $10.50 short. And last week we were missing like I think 11 or 13. Yeah, if somebody wants to take some coins out of the box. It's 2014. Leave in some 90% silver. I'll take that all day long. But yeah, I think somebody dumped somebody's collection, to tell you the truth. So I believe that's a 90. I know the other box, the one ender is a 40%er. The other one weighs normal, so I'm assuming it's a 40, and the other one weighs heavy. So I'm assuming there's 90 in that. So yeah, it's going to be cool. How you doing, Chew? You don't say much. But yeah, how you guys doing? I don't know what's going to be in this box for sure, but I'm hoping it's kind of a mix like the other one, but we'll find out. Yeah, 2 of the boxes weigh heavy enders. The other 2 boxes, I think there's only 1 226 in it. But we'll see. We'll see. How's everybody doing? I know it's only been a week, but yeah. I hope there's some 40s in here mixed with these heavy ones. Yeah. 2021. 1972 D has it says G. We'll see what happens. Kind of beautiful out there. It's a little warmer today than it was yesterday, but got the grass mowed finally yesterday. Rained on Thursday. Rained on Wednesday. Monday I planned on Monday or Tuesday mowing the grass, but Monday just didn't come about. And Tuesday I had to go somewhere else. Took me away, and then it rained and rained and rained. So we got it done. So here's the heaviest roll in this box, and I do have a 227 in the other box too. I'll tell you one thing, it's hard to see it, but right there, it's actually right there. This is hard to see with the edge. Considering how nice the coins are, the edge is just tarnished. Another 64 from Philadelphia. I'm going to say from the same roll, and I think we might have two in here. No, that is not one. Just the way it looks. Yeah, you can't tell by the edges, I can tell you that. Oh yeah, just one 227. Gives you one. Then we have a 220, 213, 9. One missing. So let's count them. 3, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. One missing. One missing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to get any 40s out of this box, but we're going to hope. Let's see what we get. I'm going to write that down too. How's everybody doing? Yeah, the only light rolls we have are missing coins. Wonder when we're going to get our next magic coin or our next foreign coin. Just never know. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get any 40s here today. Yeah, weather's nice. Yesterday was nice. Today's a little warmer. Yeah, the leaves are starting to fall. Winter's coming. That looks like a silver right there. That weighs a 225.1. Yep, 1967, 40%. So we're gonna get 40s and 90s out of this. That's good. Let's roll 15. Just before our next heavy one. Next heavy one is just 226 grams. I never plan on anything being in these lighter rolls, but when you have a bunch of heavy ones, I'm just hoping there's gonna be at least a 40. Could be a 90. Could be nothing. But I don't see anything there, so I'm going to assume it's just a 226. Now, I haven't gone fishing in a while, but me and my wife, we're going to actually go back. In a couple of weeks, we're actually going to go back up to Niagara Falls, and that's missing 2 coins. And go back up for another day of fishing and go to that same place that we. Hey, Bo Palmer coin, how you doing? I think there's a silver in here. Kind of looks like these edges, but this is missing a coin, or actually 2 coins. 2043 is 2 coins missing. But let's see if there's a, how many's missing. I think we do have a silver, maybe. Let's go with the silver. Yep. We're gonna have a light roll with a 90%er in it. Another, that's what I mean. Somebody threw a roll of these away. So that's 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So that was missing 2 coins. But it gave us a 90. I'll take that all day long. So yeah. And then here, well, my color code is black is an ender. Orange is heavy, so this is marked both because it's heavy and an ender. And the yellow is light. And then the pink is proof. And the blue is, no, the pink is oddity. The blue is proof. So we know we have an ender. We might have, I don't know what that dirty one is there, but it looks weird. That looks weird. But these coins are not looking silverish on the edge, but they are beautiful BU 1964s from Philadelphia. What is this? Wow. A 1966 40. And I think this is just a dirty edge. Bicentennial. Not silver. We got 2 out of that roll. That's cool beans. That is cool beans. That is just a dirty coin. Yeah, these edges are not popping. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So we got 40s in there. 225, 1. We did 45 minutes from Niagara Falls. That's cool beans. Yeah, we went up for, I don't know what it was for. We just went to get away a couple weeks ago, a month ago. So we're going to go back up a couple weeks. 25. We're going to go fishing on the Niagara River with the same guide. Ooh, look at that. We got another one. Should be another 40. Let's roll 20. 225, 3. Should be a 40. First year 40% or 1965. Cool beat. We got 65, 66, and 67. Yeah, there's a place right there on the Canadian side. I forget what it's called. I don't want to say it's called Table Rock or something. Really good place to eat. I believe it's called Table Rock. That's good stuff. Yeah, it works out good. 2006. Yeah, you're going to see a lot of rolls like this. I didn't do that, and that's the way they came. 226 too. I mean, like this one here is missing coins. That's missing 2. Dennis got rolls like this in his. I don't know if they're this. 226 too. We're hoping for a silver. 226 we didn't get anything, but there's at least 1 in there. I believe that's silver, and I think that's dirty. That is definitely a dirty 3067. What was that? What did that weigh? 226 2. That's a 40. Is this a 40? Oh no, that's a metal detector find. We'll take a 40 out of a heavy roll. We're not looking for heavies in 2022. No, the heavies we're hoping to see 90%, but we'll take 40s. Yeah. Yeah, we went up there. Oh, there's another one. Look at that. Lucky 7 today. 225 7, another 40. 66. Yeah, we went up last time. The water was a little, it wasn't dirty, it was just a little cloudy, stained, whatever you want to call it. So we ended up catching some smallmouth and those sheephead. Sheephead and Smallies. It was a good day. Yeah, it is a great box. 2021. So far we've had 21s, 22s, 23s. 2014 halfway roll. Halfway roll. So we're just going up. Day up. Day to drive. Day to go fishing. Day to come home. So, yeah. All right, 2042. That's missing one. Let's see if our two missing has a 90 in it again. That would be cool. Let's see if there's a 90 in this one. That would be cool to have two rolls with silver in it light. Oh, I think we might have one in there too. It's amazing that these coins, like this edge, look at this edge. They're all looking real dirty. Are we going to have another 90 in a short roll? No, we're not. Yeah, we will, but it's actually a dirty coin this time. 64. I don't know if that's a Denver on there or not. Let's see what we got. No, it's just a dirty mark. There is a 64. Another 90, but not as nice as the other ones. Another Philadelphia. So that's 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So we lost $1 in that one too. But these are like what? $14 or something. So you can give me a 90 all day long. 225.7. Will we have another lucky 7? Oh, yes, we will. And I think we might have something here, too. Let me see. Lucky 7. 68D. Is this a proof? Yeah, it is. Look at that. Wow, that's a nice one. 2006 San Francisco proof with a little toning on it. That is cool beans. Look at that. That is beautiful. What's this one here? 2022. Wow, nice. Back-to-back rolls. Oh, we might get back-to-back-to-back. How many coins was missing out of that one? 2. I'm going to mark that. That's 2, so that's 5. And here I got a 226.4. We're hoping to see a 90. Let's see what we get. We're going to have 3 in a row. 3 in a row, I hope. And that one you can see. I know. I don't think it's older silver, but first thing I thought of was, is it going to be an older silver? Benji, maybe? No. Nope, it's going to be a Kennedy. Another Philadelphia. 90%. That's cool beans. Wow, that's a good box. It's a really good box. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We already got 12 silver coins. 1 proof, 20 rolls to go. Yeah. 25.5. So we're not going to get 4 in a row, but I'll take 3 in a row all day long. Somebody threw somebody's collection away. It's a good box. I always said a sleeper box is one that has, what, 15 or more in it. And if it has an ender, it's got to have at least 20 in it. Right now we're at 12. We still got 2, 3 heavy ones to go. Maybe we'll get like a sleeper box yet. 2008. 2008. Your eye out because these are not standing out at all. 1,000. All right, 214 should be missing 1. think we're going to get a 90% out of it based on the weight. 2, 4, 5, that's 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, it's 19. So there's 6 missing out of that box. Yeah, when I opened the box up, I noticed some were missing, but then I started weighing them. It's like some that didn't even look like they were missing coins were missing coins. It's like, yeah, that's not good. It is what it is. That is stuck together. Got some yummies on it. Yummies. Yeah. $2003. I don't think we're going to get our sleeper box, but this is a really good box. Is that silver? No, it's 71. And the other box has 3 enders in it. We're saving that one for last. Saving it for last. Well, it's nice to know that somebody's throwing away silver. There's a 2004 Denver. $25.6. Nothing for the old. All right, last row. We got a 226.3. Just like the other one, you just can't tell the edge. It's kind of weird how these are not popping, but right there is where it's at. You can see difference in the thing, but it does not stand out. It's another 1964. Kind of nice. A little dull from the other ones. But yeah, that's another one. That's awesome. I think all of our heavy rolls, but the 226 is the only one that didn't have silver in it so far. Plus 2 of the light rolls had a 90 in it. Not something that happens often. $2021. $25.6. Oh, that looks like another proof. Look at that edge. Look at that. Another one. Yeah, somebody threw somebody's whole collection away. Proofs, silver. Wonder where the Benjis and Walkers are. $25.6. And that is silver? No, it's not. It's a weird tone. 77 Philadelphia. Yeah, I think last week I had that 2-ender box and I only had like 6 or. There you go. There's one that didn't even look silver. 69D. We got them all, I think, now except the 70. Cool beans. 2005. Cool beans. 226.2. Right there. You can't even tell. I can't. It's hard to say, but it's right there. They're so dirty. Look at that. Look at that beautiful coin. Just in more roll. Just tone more roll. How you doing? Another beautiful coin. The edges just do not show it, man. It's great. That's crazy. 26.2. 226.2. That's 2 in a row. Can we get 3 in a row? 225.6. No, I don't see one there. Shiny Edge, 2016, Philadelphia. Yeah, it's kind of weird. We only saw one coin so far that looked like silver by the edge. Our last heavy roll in this box, 226.7. Now that one you can see. Assume it's another Kennedy. It is. 64. You know, 64 was the last year for 90% and the first year for Kennedy. That is awesome. That is awesome. All those 90s. Somebody threw a lot of stuff away, I can tell you that. Unreal. It's going to be the best box of the year. I can tell you that. This is only like my 20-something box of the year. Yeah. It's not been a good year for getting circulated boxes. So knock on wood. We're getting silver. Last roll, 225.2. 225.2. Do we have silver? I don't think so, but I think we might have a proof, maybe? No. Just a beautiful 1990, though. Denver. Wow. What's this one? 1988 from Philly. I got a funny feeling we're going to be seeing an 87 today. That was it. That was a good box. We ended up with 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 90s, and then 2, 4, 6, 7. 16 silver coins. Not a bad haul. That's a good box. I mean, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. It's over $100 worth of silver there. That is cool bean and 2 beautiful proofs. This one's the best one. Got some cool toning right on the head. That is awesome. That was a really good box. Really, really good box. And I hope that the 3-ender box has more, but we'll find out when we get to it. So that's cool. Okay, we're going to do a box for Dennis. Even though he's not with us today. Mr. Dennis. Mr. Dennis. There we go. I want you. All right then. Dennis has one at 226. The rest, ain't too many new ones. 2023 is a new one. 2024. So yeah. See what Dennis gets in his last 5 boxes. Yeah, he got cut off last week. So he's trying to figure out how to get more boxes. Thanks, Deborah. Appreciate it. Good day to you, too. Just 2 more rolls. See what Dennis can get. See what Dennis can get for himself today. Yeah, last week I think Dennis had 4 out of 5 boxes, or 4 out of 5 boxes had silver last week for Dennis. He did really well. Did real well. And I had 2 out of 5 boxes had silver. But in total, we ended up getting 29 silver coins last week, that I remember now. I forget how many proofs. I think we only got like 3 or 4 proofs. Yeah. Ooh, it's humid. I feel humidity. I can't wait to get into that last box. Three-ender box. I mean, last week we had a two-ender box and it only had, I think, 7 in the box. That was it. So this one had one ender. What did we get out of it? 16. Had 9 heavies. One of those was the ender. Plus 2 of the light rolls had 90% silver, and that was cool. A lot of new ones in here. And Honey Southwest Ohio is supposed to have his giveaways today. I don't remember what time. I don't know if he's starting at 7 or if he's starting earlier. Yeah. Honey Southwest Ohio. And he's doing his treasure chest giveaway. Stuff that was in the treasure chest. Yeah. And it was a really good first box. And knock on wood, the boxes have been better this year than they have in the last couple of years. So that means somebody's dumping silver. I mean, nice silver too. The 64s, those new ones. There's at least a whole roll, if not more. Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing today. I wanted to stream. I want to get rid of the boxes. Oh, piece of bonus stuff. Dennis usually gets lucky with his bonus stuff. Let's see if that's good bonus stuff or bad bonus stuff for the box. We'll find out. Last week he had good bonus stuff. And it's in a roll. It's considered bonus stuff. Let's see if it's lucky bonus stuff. Lucky. Could be a boring, typical box. We'll find out. Yeah, last week when we asked Dennis to do his last box with his heavy ones or something in it, he said do that one there. So right now, crapshoot. If he gets any silver, there's nothing that he has that stands out saying I could have silver. So he only has a few light, heavy rolls. So, yeah. But yeah, it's been nice to see silver. Yeah, you weigh enough rolls, you will get some light, heavy ones. %, could be in any roll. All right, it's a 226. That's the start of the heavies. Let's see if there's hopefully something in here. Not going to happen. It doesn't look like it. It's going to be a boring batch. I think last week was 7 out of, I think it was 7 out of 10 boxes had silver. One was a total skunk. 2 had proofs. That's pretty good, 7 out of 10. Today we're going to have at least 2 out of 10. So let's see how that averages out. 2017 Philadelphia. Yeah, I did a quarter bag over the week. And no silver, but I did get 1 West Point out of it and 1 Canadian. And I dumped the coins back, and it was like dead on. It was exactly $1,000 in the bag, which is good. That's what it's supposed to be. Yeah. 1 Canadian, 1 West Point. 2023. And they were all there. 25.8. Yeah, that just got cut off. I think this might be a boo box. The boo box, maybe. I hope not. 2020. Mostly 23s and 24s for the new one. Roll 30. Roll 30. 2017. A couple of NIFCs in here. 2024. I don't know what else to talk about. I just focused on doing this. I don't know what else to babble on about. Not much exciting going on. Another day. It's another Saturday. It comes around fast. The older you get. The days go by fast. The weeks go by fast. I mean, this is the last. Let's see. Is this it? Today's the 23rd. So, yeah. This is the last Saturday in August. September is upon us. Is that crazy? It's going to be in September. Yeah. It's going to be in September. So happy to get the grass mowed. All mowed and trimmed up. Looks nice. Hoping Dennis gets something out of here. Right now, nothing. 225.9. What is that dirty coin? Is that silver? No, it's 74. That'd be cool if it was a silver. I would love to find a 71 or higher silver. It's not supposed to be non-proof, I should say, too. That would be pretty cool after all these years. So many people doing it. I mean, there's a lot of boxes out there that'll probably never see the light of day again. I believe there's boxes in the system that just at the back of the pile there. Roll number 40. 40. None for you. $10 rolls for Dennis. Let's see if we can get some silver. See if we can get something. 2018. I do have a bag of halves that I picked up a couple weeks ago, so I'm just hoping they call with another one, somebody. For another one. I mean, I've been fortunate. I mean, knock on wood. I mean, I've gotten silver out of every bag except one. I think it's 10 bags. Yeah, we've done 9 bags. Only one was a skunk. And we got bag number 10 sitting over there. So that's pretty good. That's pretty darn good. Last bag we got, I think, was the Benji bag. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was the bag before. The bag before that one was 48 Ben Franklins in it and 1 commemorative and 140. That was a good bag. That was a good bag, baby. $1,000 bag of hands with over $500 worth of silver in it. That's a good bag. It's a really good bag. I wish I could do every bag can do that. Can you imagine knowing that like they call you up for a bag and there's at least $500 in it every time for silver? Yeah. I'd be happy to take that trip every time. Yeah, I think I'm going to do one of mine. I have 4 boxes from this week. They're all sister boxes because they're all missing coins. They're not all a bunch of heavy ones in them, though. 2 of them are really that heavy. But I'm going to do one of those. Then we'll see what happens with Dennis's next box. I'm just trying to hopefully find a silver. So I'm hoping that since they're sister boxes that they'll have at least some 40s in it. So yeah. Last roll, and it doesn't look like it's going to be lucky for Dennis. Dennis has a 100% boo box. That is a boo box. That's terrible. What are we going to put in its place? We're going to put a foreign coin in Dennis's place. That is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. First box. I hope the second box whoops that pretty good. But there's box number 2 was a boo box. Let's go to box number 3. I am going to have 3 heavy, 6 missing, 7 missing, 1 226. So we're going to go with the 7 missing with 1 226. And we're going to be hoping that there's some 40s hiding in here. These are all sister boxes, except the one, except one. But yeah, this is a sister box from the first one. We definitely got coins missing. 213 is there's a 2026. I'm kind of confused now because we had a 203. There's a 202. Yeah, maybe that's 214, 213. 214, 214. So I don't think there's any 90s mixed in with that. We do have one. It's 226 grams. So let's hope there's some 40s hiding in here somewhere. So my second box. Let's hope we can do another one. Another bookie. Yeah, when I seen that weighed that first box up with the enders, like, yeah. And then I went to the next box. It's like, wow, there's no one heavy and it's only a 226. But let's hope there's some 40s in here. And if it happens to be a 90 in one of these rolls, I'm going to check for a magic coin, just in case. All right. 214.4 is 1 missing. 214.4 is 1 missing. Queen Collins Play mobile channel. I thought the Mint already ordered all they were going to order. Yeah, you said that last week too. But I thought they already ordered everything they were going to order. They're just waiting for the rest of them to come in. And that is it. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. So there's one missing. One. No silver. And there's a 226. No guarantees. Let's hope there's a 40 in there or something. That would be nice. Nah, I don't see anything actually. 2009. 2004, just like the first box. 2014. 9. 23. A lot of NIFCs in that one. And then this one's going to be missing 2. That would have been nice if we would have got some 2 missing in this one. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. $1 missing. 24.9. Yeah, we were doing good there for a while. We weren't missing any coins or anything, but yeah. Last week I had 2 boxes, and I only got 2 boxes last week. I think we were missing 13 coins total. And this time we're missing 20, 21, something like that. Yeah. Missing a whole roll. 4 boxes. So we're pretty much missing almost a little over a roll and a half in the last 2 weeks. So $15 plus. MP! Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder what they're going to look like. 250 years. 250 years. 250 years. Anniversary. Cool beans. I'm hoping to see. It's kind of amazing to get 2 boxes that have enders and then 2 boxes that, well, the one box has 3 heavies in it, but that one's an extra coin one, and then the other 2. Ooh, I think we're going to get silver. Roll number 10. 225. 6. That's actually a 6. I put a line under the 6. That should be a silver. And it is. 40% or 1967. That makes up for the losses already. We're doing good. Roll 10. All right, we got 2 for 2. That's awesome. Ah. 2 billion. Can you imagine 2 billion pennies? A lot of pennies, buddy. 2 billion. That's with a B. That is a B. We got 140 out of here. Plus we got proofs out of the first one, so I'm hoping to see more proofs too. That's what we're hoping to see. Yeah, it's been a while since I've gotten a silver proof. 213. That's 1 missing. 213. Got 1 missing. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. 2 billion coins. That's a lot, buddy. Our 6 was going to pop off another 40. 2009, 2004, 2014. Somebody threw somebody's collection away. I mean, silver, NIFCs, proofs. Wonder what else. I'm just wondering what else. Hopefully, in the next, between now and the end of the year, how many good boxes we get and what's going to be in them. You know, so somebody definitely threw someone's collection away, I guess you could say. Early June. Can you imagine like doing 2 billion coins in like less than 6 months? That's a lot of stamping there, buddy. $2 billion. That's a lot of coins. Come on, something. 2009. 2009. 2009. I think 2009 is the most common one. Just wanted to see what they all were. And 2023. Another light roll. 213.9 should be one missing. And no silver to go with it. And then chalk up another one. 2, 4, 6, 14, 1, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19, 20 rolls down. 225, 6. 2 billion. Come on, something. 24. 16. 16. Yeah, I didn't want to start off with the good boxes, but I wanted something good for my thumbnail with heavy coins. So that's why we did what we did. Start with silver, end with silver. I think the coins I get today, I'm going to get more coins today than I have found all year. So yeah. 25.9. I'm going to say this is not going to be like the first one. There's a 2021, 2014. That's half the box. Half the box. I'm just wondering how many boxes we're going to get that are missing coins in the roll, so they fixed the machine. Yeah, Dennis got some boxes that were wrapped wrong, but they were all there, and then I started getting boxes that were wrapped wrong and then coins missing. It happened again today, so how many boxes are wrapped wrong? The mint's making money. 2 million bucks with a million coins missing. $1 million boxes with $3 or $4 missing out of each one. That's $3 or $4 million free dollars that they're scamming us out of. Adds up quick. Yeah, but Dennis wasn't the only one cut off either. I don't know if he was. There was two other guys getting it at his bank, and I think they both might have quit. There's a 214.2. Be missing another one. And still no silver to make up for it yet. 214.2. That's 4, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, yep, 19. It'd be nice if every box had a bunch of silver in it, but it doesn't work that way. $2009. Yeah. $2014, 2009, 14, 14. Kind of was a plated one at one time. Nope. One teaser roll with a 40 in it, but beggars can't be choosy what you get. Ten rolls to go. Another A. All right, our last light roll. 214.3. Last one missing, I hope. No silver in any of these either. I like the first batch. That was pretty cool. 2, 5, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. We're going to be missing 7. It's $3.50 missing. So we made up the difference with our 40%er. You're around what, $5, $6 a piece now or something? Yeah. Man, I was sure hoping for another. It was what, roll number 10 had the 40 in it? We're down to 4 rolls. How many proofs we found so far? We're in that first box. Three rolls to go. No. Nope. 2 rolls. We got 1 roll to go yet. 225, 6. Last roll in this box. 225, 6. There will be no silver in our last roll today again. That's good. Good box. We had 140% silver in it. Still a good box. Get Dennis another box. 226 and a 226 2. 26 and a 226s and a 226 2. Let's see what Dennis is going to get this time. Yeah, he's got 226, 226 1. Maybe I read it wrong. 226. With a 226 1 and not 226 2. A lot of new enders, so. Let's see what we got. That is the second box. Can we get silver for him today? Find out. There's a 226. Yeah, you weigh enough rolls, you are going to get 226 plus with nothing in it. Yeah, no silver. Hoping to at least see a 40 sometimes, but come on, something. I think Dennis has been averaging over 50% of his boxes actually for the year. So one would think that at least 2 out of these 5 would have silver. We'll see. No guarantee. No guarantee. 4/24, April 24. More. I called Dennis to find out. Let him know I was streaming. He's like, I'm on my way to the birthday party. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, I forgot. Mom didn't want anything spectacular. She just wanted to keep it simple. Yeah. A lot of new ones in here. Waiting to find an old one. Let's go with it. Ooh, bonus stuff. Yeah, his first box with the bonus stuff didn't work, so that's a bigger piece of bonus stuff. Maybe we'll get lucky on this one. I'll have to double down to make up for the last one, huh? Bonus stuff. Yeah, I marked a coin back in January of last year. January of last year, I marked a coin. And I dumped that coin. It was either June 6th, June of this year, or it was like July 10th or something, based on my deposits to the bank. And I got that coin back last week already in August. So it was either about 2.5 months, which I believe was 2.5 months versus a month and a half. But yeah, within less than 2.5 months, I got that coin back. And the best part about it is it came in a Loomis box. And I know the one credit union I dump at, well, the credit union I dumped those coins at was the other one. The one I normally dump at is at as a Brinks carrier, but I'm not sure. Me and Dennis are still not sure. And I think it's Brinks. Something tells me it's Brinks, but I don't remember if we actually got that verified that it's a Brinks carrier. This is kind of weird to go to a Brinks carrier and then come back in a Loomis box. So I've never seen an armored car at one of their locations when I was there or going by. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah, less than 2.5 months, I got that coin back after dumping it. Got a couple of 7s in this row. I see 3. Do we have a lucky 7 for Dennis today? Not yet. Yeah, I was kind of shocked when I seen it. Less than 2.5 months, I got that coin back. Now, I don't get all my marked coins back. I mean, they get mixed up, but it's the idea. Such a short amount of time getting that coin back after dumping it. So I'm just going to assume, since it came in a Brinks box, I'm assuming my other credit union is a Brinks carrier. I mean, a Loomis carrier, sorry. Yet to verify that. And I don't think I'd want to ask the tellers. I don't know them that well. I don't go into that bank much. Hey, who's your carrier? Why do you want to know that? Well, I just want to know who it is. Personal reason. Trying to rob us? No. Trying to figure out how my coins get moved around that I return. I mean, it is what it is, but it's nice to know that second half is not starting off well. It's a beat up coin there, boy. Beat up coin there, 2021. 225.8. Yeah, years ago when I first started doing this, I actually marked thousands of coins, thousands. And where I dumped was the only place I was dumping at the time. They had machines, and those machines spit out silver, any horns, but and they had $1,000, bag would fill up with $1,000. So I would always put, every time I would go to the machine, it could be a proof. No, it's not. I would dump 100 in every bag that went out, every bag. And then based on trying to learn how the system works, one lady was telling me at the one bank saying, oh, the coins go back and they rewrap them right away. So I figured if they did that, then 2 boxes, I mean, no guarantee you're going to get 2 boxes back, but would have a mix of 100 coins. And that was the Brinks carrier. Is that silver? No. So the first time I ever got my coins back, I think the most I ever got was 2, maybe 3 in a box. But no, they get mixed. They get mixed through batches. I think vats get filled before they wrap, and they just get mixed. And mixed and mixed and mixed. Yeah, I think the most I ever got was at least 2, maybe 3 in a box, but that's it. Never got 20 or 30 back in a box. So I believe they just go back, get weighed, get dumped in a vat, and when they get a bunch, they wrap them. I went down to the Philadelphia mint. I thought it was gonna be like a tour, but it wasn't a tour. It was just a virtual tour. I wanted to see how it worked when the stuff goes back to the Federal Reserve, you know. But, yeah, whatever. Cool little virtual tour, but yeah. No, you just don't know how the process works when they get stuff back. All I know is the bags go back, the bags get weighed. The coins don't even get counted, the bags get weighed, and they get credited based on what the weight of the bag is. And then you got them wrapping the coins, and they're like, "Oh, we're supposed to have 1,000. Why do we have $1,010?" The machine didn't wrap them right. Yeah. And that's why all the foreigns and all the debris end up in the rolls. They just dump them and they wrap it. Whatever goes through that machine, it gets wrapped. Pennies, quarters, nickels, dimes, foreign coins, silver, bottle caps. Guitar picks. I haven't got a guitar pick in a while. 226.1. It's been a while since I've gotten a guitar pick, actually. 226.1 is when I have no silver. Pieces of paper money. Pieces of other paper. Stickered coins. That's how the stuff ends up in the rolls, because it just goes through the machine. They just dump it, and whatever goes in there, it goes in there. It doesn't sort anything. We're running out of rolls for Dennis's second box. Yeah. Safety pin, bottle cap, guitar picks, foreign coins. What else have we found in? Pennies, dimes, nickels, quarters. In all the years I've been doing this, I've never found a Canadian $50 in a roll. Not one Canadian half. I found all kinds of other foreign coins, size of a $50, and no Canadian. It's like, that's crazy. You would think. You get Canadian nickels, you get Canadian dimes, you get Canadian quarters. You even get Canadian loonies and toonies out of a bag. Can't say I've ever got one out of a roll, but I've gotten them out of the bag, the loonies and toonies. Gotten the commemoratives, those things when you smash the pennies. These machines, you put like a buck and a quarter or something in, and a penny, and it makes a commemorative, like Disney. You know, find those in the bags like a lot. Wow, this is gonna be a spunky bag. Come on, Dennis. Last roll luck, 225.4. Nothing. That's a double skunker for Dennis. Boo. That makes me wonder what I should do. I want to see some silver, but what do I do? Dennis has a double skunker. Double skunker. All right. Let's see. And there was 7 missing from that. So right now we're, what? 7 and 6. 13 coins down. 13 at the loss, but we're here. All right. What we're going to do, I'm just going to keep doing the boxes I feel might not have nothing in, so that we can end on positive notes. I'm going to hunt a box from a couple of weeks ago or a month ago. So that'll be my 5th box, and then my other 2 boxes will be boxes from this week. A lot of new enders, no heavies, no lights, no nothing. Here we go, box number 5. Yeah, I've never found a Canadian $50 in a. You would think. In the bag. I don't think I've ever found the loony or toonie in a dollar roll, but I found them in the bags. I don't know what year they stopped making the. I mean, we found all kinds of stuff. I mean, we find British coins. We found King Edward, King George, Queen Elizabeth, Queen Victoria, and then we found. Oh my God, what was that one coin we found in one of Dennis's rolls? Was from 1737 or something like that. It's like, where's this stuff come from? And I've never found a Canadian $50. I found from Italy coppers. Ooh, that could be a silver. I'm not saying it is. It's kind of choppy looking. See a little copper right there at the top. Looks close to being silver. Is that silver? It weighs 225.5, but I don't think so based on that. But let's see. No, it is just somebody did a good job at trying to fool you. But I could see the copper coming through there. And that is definitely not the sound of silver. It was a teaser, but I was not fooled. We've been fooled before. We found some cool stuff, man. Been a while since I found the foreign silver coin. Been a while since I found the proof silver. Last thing we found this year was a bag. I had a commemorative. I think it was a George Washington commemorative was in the bag. Yeah. Silver. 90% silver, so yeah. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it was kind of a tease faker there, but it was not a good one. It's amazing how many coins you find over the years that I have this. Sorry, I had to sneeze. How many coins you find that are just really good fakers? And, yeah. Most of them used to be white out. They weren't even close to being good, but then you'd find ones that I'd swear they were silver. I'd bet your life on it that they were silver. But I'd save them. I'm like, they don't sound silver. They don't. Yeah, we did find some yum yums. First box. That ender. We got 16 silvers and 2 proofs. 990s. Most of them were nice 64s. And nine and what we got 16, so 9s, so 740s. Well, yeah, and then 140 out of the second box. Well, my second box. Dennis's 2 boxes have been skunks. I do have our last box is going to be 3 silver enders. 2 are probably 40%, but I think the one is a 90 based on the weight. And then we have 8 total heavy rolls, and one of those actually has an extra coin in it. So I saved the 3-ender box for last. This box here was from a couple weeks ago. So yeah, not complaining. So this will be our best box. Well, right now this is the best box of the year. I mean, I've only done like 20 some boxes so far this year for myself. Dennis has only done like 40 because we were getting all those new coins. And then we stopped getting 9 boxes a week because I was just getting new coins. So I stopped ordering them. So I started ordering 2. When Dennis finally started getting circulated coins, I started ordering 2 boxes, 2 boxes, 2 boxes, 2 boxes. And then Dennis got cut off, so I start now ordering 4 boxes. I'm trying to get rid of I got rid of them though. I got rid of all the coins I had laying around from last year, I guess you could say. So I didn't want to like overload myself, so I could get rid of them, you know. But yeah, it's a good day, no doubt about it. Didn't know if I was going to stream today or not. I really wanted to see what was in these boxes. So I mowed the grass yesterday. I got the grass mowed, weed whack whack. I'm good to go. So yeah, the last box has 3 silver enders. I mean, last week we had 2 silver enders in my first two. I think it was my first silver enders was those 2 enders. And I think there was only 7 in the box. And I was hoping it was going to be more based on the weights. And then this box here had 9 heavy rolls. 9 heavy rolls. Out of the 9, only 1, I think it was 226 even, had no silver, but the rolls, I think 2 or 3 of the rolls that were missing 2 coins had a 90% silver in them. It was 2 or 3 like that. So yeah, all the heavy rolls. So 8 out of the 9 heavy rolls had silver, and most of those were 90. I don't want to say they were all 90, but then we took 2 or 3 90s up out of the ones that were missing coins. So yeah, we lost. They're all sister boxes from this week, except this box is from weeks before. I had to throw a 5th box in, so I just grabbed the one that had I write 0 on it, because 0 means there was no heavy, no light, nope, nothing. It just showed nothing. So I'm hoping that we find at least one. And this box was this week's pickup too, but it only had 140 in it. That was it, but I'm not complaining. So yeah, the last box we're going to do today is going to have 3 silver enders, 240s and 190. And a bunch of heavy rolls, yeah, a bunch of light rolls. So we're going to be losing, I think it's a total of $10.50 today that is missing from the boxes. So I'm kind of hoping I get boxes like this next week. I'm hoping, based on like, we got a couple silvers last week out of some boxes. Me and Dennis have been saying it like, you know, we're getting the scraps. So we're hoping that we're working on getting the mother load. And this is not the mother load. I believe there's going to be based on what's getting dumped. Somebody's dumping somebody's stuff. There's a couple good boxes out there, but that's not saying that we're going to get them, you know. But I'm hoping. And plus, Dennis got cut off. Now he's trying to find another place to get coins. You can get coins at another place, but I was picking them up for him every week, and we were getting new coins for like 6 months or more, and I just got sick of it. I stopped ordering coins. And she said she would order them if I wanted to do, but I just don't feel I should need to run after somebody else's coins in a sense, you know. It got old, you know. So. I don't want to feel bad not going to go get his coins, but I have a lot better things to do than chase after someone's coins every week. So, if I wanted more coins, I could actually order more if I want to. I'm just choosing not to right now. I just want to get rid of my old stuff from last year, which is now I officially got rid of the last of it this week. Now, I didn't get rid of all the coins from last week's stream, but I'm going to work on that in the next 2 weeks, because I'm not going to probably be streaming next week because I won't have enough coins, because we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll have 9 boxes. I should have 9 boxes by the end of next week, but I don't think I'll be streaming. If I don't stream next Saturday, I won't be streaming the following Saturday. So there's things in life that are more important than doing this. So I'm trying to enjoy myself, actually. Instead of being stressed out trying to get coins, and I'm just doing what I feel it's more comfortable, more relaxing, I guess you could say. Less stressful. Get a couple boxes a week. That's what I was doing. Get rid of the coins from last year. That's what I was doing. My wife's like, well, go get rid of more. I don't want to like overload my mind trying to think that I have to get rid of these coins and take them to play. Oh, I found the proof. Man, that thing is beat up. Wow. Look at that thing is destroyed. That is a 79 San Francisco proof. That is terrible. I mean, it's supposed to look like that. Oh my God, that is in terrible shape. That is brutal. And the proof, I've been doing it with, and it's just like getting a bag of halves. I got a bag of halves. I go over to, it's like 50 miles to go one way, and I'm not complaining. I enjoy doing it because I'm going to get a bag of halves, which I've always wanted. Plus, I can ask them for nickels, dimes, and quarter bags. Stop at other banks, do the same thing. Go somewhere, get something different to eat for lunch. So it works out good. It's more or less, I don't want to say it takes all day to do it, but just bouncing around, you know. It's enjoyable. It's not, it doesn't feel like it's a job, you know. They call up, I say, I'll be over. And we go over and take like 5-6 grand with me, and I try to get other denomination of bags, and pretty much they're happy to get rid of them because they don't have to pay to get rid of them now. So, yeah. I haven't hit any home runs on the dimes, nickels, and quarters, but the halves I have, so it pays for the gas, I guess you could say. It pays for lunch most of the time. And I just went over and got a bag of halves 2 weeks ago, and I know there's at least 5 silver coins in it. So you could say that paid for the gas. So I don't know what else is in it, but I can clearly see 5 different coins. There's something else in it I saw too. I forget. There's some kind of plastic token or some kind of something. Could be a bingo thing. Who knows? I'm not seeing any foreigns in it. Oh, I think there's a penny in it. Pennies are bad. Pennies usually mean you lost 49 cents. That's okay. I'm happy to have it. Used to like make it a goal to like go to all these bags and get all these coins and go get them. And then you got to get rid of all the coins. And then the bank started closing. Then COVID hit, and then everybody started to shut you off. And it's like now you can't even get them. And then all of a sudden you finally start getting brand new boxes. I mean, last year was terrible. The year before wasn't bad because we were getting new boxes with circulated boxes at the same time. But this year, last year, I'd like to get 9 boxes every week for over 6 months. But it wasn't like that. Mine, over 6, let's see, you got October, November, December, January, I think February or March, I finally stopped ordering. Through that time, I was getting 5 boxes a week myself. 5 boxes a week, you figure for 5 months. I only got 1 circulated box, 1. And I had enough. Plus I was getting rid of $1,000 for dentists every week. So yeah, I had enough. My bucket was full. All that running around and dumping and it's like, it's risk versus reward, it wasn't worth the risk. So I waited, and then dentists wouldn't stop getting them. So I figured when dentists started getting some circulated boxes, I would order 2 boxes. So I think after dentists finally started getting some circulated, dentists in that time only got maybe, I'm going to say about 10 circulated boxes. And he got a couple good boxes, actually, too. At the end of the last year, he ended up getting a really good box. It's like, wow, where's the... So, yeah. But yeah, and then dentists started getting some circulated, so I ordered them maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and then the 4th week, all brand new coins again for a couple weeks, and then knock on wood, we've been getting circulated boxes since then. I know they're loaded with new coins, but it doesn't matter if you're loaded with new coins or old coins. There's no silver in them. There's no silver. It doesn't matter if they're new or old, but at least they're circulated. And we've been doing good. I've only done like 20 boxes so far this year for myself, maybe 24. I got it on the thing, but I just don't want to click on it right now. Not many, let's put it that way. And knock on wood, I think Dennis is over 50% of his boxes have had silver this year. He's only like at maybe 40 some boxes, and he has like 60 or so silver coins, but still. That was the last roll, and that's going to be a boo box for sure. I was hoping to see a 40, but boo. Boo. I know I babble on, but I don't care. I guess I babble on. I mean, not only do I babble on, most of the time I don't think anybody can understand what the hell I'm talking about. You know how I know? Because my wife says, "What the hell are you talking about?" And then there was a couple times, like a month or so ago, I was trying to send my wife or somebody texts, like how I would say it. So I just say, blah, 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 and then it reads back to me. I'm like, man, that sounds stupid. So I didn't send it. It's like, you sound stupid. What the hell are you talking about? Yeah. And my buddy, I was talking to my buddy the other day. He's like, got ADHD, what is that, ADHD or something like that? Because I don't want to say I can't sit still, but my mind just bounces all over the place all the time. And if I'm thinking something, I'm not good at remembering. I could think of something like now and then like, what was I going to say? And then I forget. So when I think of something, no matter who I'm talking to, it doesn't matter if I'm talking to somebody at work, a friend, anything. If I can talk to my attorney, for Christ's sakes. And if I think of something, I have to say it right away because 99.9% of the time I'm going to forget what I was going to say. Yeah. Yeah, this box is Dennis's third box. There's nothing special about it. Let's hope he can get some silver out of this one. So Dennis has been batting. I mean, it doesn't matter how many new coins are in these rolls. It doesn't matter because last week, you go back and look at last week's video, we were getting like, what was it? It was one or two, or maybe 2 or 3 old coins mixed in with all the new ones, and we did get silver out of them. So it doesn't matter as long as they're circulating because we've been getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, did I put, wait a minute. Oh, why did I put that up there? Oh, no, I put that up there for me. We actually did get something out of my box. It wasn't silver, but it was that beat up proof. I forgot. Beat up proof. Let's hope that doesn't go up there for Dennis. Oh, yeah. We're on box number 6 now. And my buddy's like, here's something else. I forget what he said. It's like, what? You're hard to keep track of or keep, yeah, what he said. So I just bounce all over the place. I'm like, yeah, I'm like a Super Bowl with a box. It just keeps bouncing around. A lot of times I don't say much in anything, but you get babbling, you get babbling. So this is a box for Mr. Dennis. Yeah, this is Dennis's last 5 boxes I have. Yeah. It bothers him because he can't get coins, and now he's going to find out what I got this week, and it's really going to drive him nuts. So, I mean, he could get coins at his old bank, but he's got to go get them himself. I can't do it. I can't waste my time, gas, wear and tear, and running around to get somebody else's coins. I mean, there's a difference of like he gets them on a regular basis and like he goes away for a week and say, hey, can you pick my coins up? I wouldn't have a problem with that, but I can't do it every day. I mean, every week. Every week. I don't think it's fair to me in a sense. Because, yeah, he can't even dump coins anymore. He got booted. Well, he more or less got booted out of his credit union because they say they're laundering money. Yeah, you're laundering $1,000 a week at your. Yeah. I mean, ECC even wrote that one of the last times that he communicated with everybody. They said he was laundering money. Everybody knows what I'm doing. You talk to somebody in corporate goes, Where's this guy getting all these coins? Well, if you clearly look at my account, most of the time, say you get 2,000 a week, you take 2,000 out, and you got to remember, I'm getting money, getting coins from a bank. So I take 2,000 out of my account to get my coins. So there's my money. It's not like I'm bringing money in to get money. And then, well, this week I did. I actually took 2,000 cash from the other credit union to get the coins this week. But the other credit union, I dump. That's all I do is dump at the other one. I do not dump at the bank where I get them from. So everything gets dumped at 2 other credit unions. Well, in reality, 3, but I'm only using 2 right now for the halves. And if you're laundering money, who would want to launder half dollars when you could just launder the money, the green stuff, you know? I mean, that's my opinion. I mean, but as long as if you were getting coins and dropping coins off at the same bank, then they know what you're doing. Okay, 2,000 in, 2,000 out, 2,000 in, 2,000 out. Are we making money off of this guy? Oh, yeah, okay. But if somebody doesn't have money in their account, they're just recycling $2,000. They're like, it's costing the bank money to get rid of the coins, you know? So, knock on wood. Yeah, Dennis got booted out. So now I'm pretty much stuck dumping all of our coins, which I don't have a problem with. It is what it is. But I'm not going to chase after, hunt, dump. Yeah. There's got to be a limit to it, you know. It's got to be a cutoff. So that's my cutoff. As I told him, I said, you can get coins here, but you've got to figure out how to get. I know. So he's not always around. I mean, he drives trucks for a living, so he bounces around wherever, you know. But for the most part, he stays local, I guess you could say. So he's trying to figure that part out. He's got to figure out hunting Southwest Ohio. How you doing, Rick? Long time no talk to. I see you're going to do your giveaways tonight for the chest. You get all kinds of yummies in there. Yeah. I hope you have a couple good boxes. I got a couple good boxes this week finally. Well, I got a good box couple good boxes last week, but this is really good boxes this week. The thumbnail box has 16 silver coins in it, and 9 of those were 90s. So yeah, all Kennedys. And my last box actually has 3 silver enders. Yeah. $2,500 worth of giveaways. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Yeah. Hope you have a good stream. Everybody's just deserves some good boxes, man. You didn't get anything last week, I don't believe. I think last week you got skunked. I mean, week from week goes by so fast, it's hard to even. Yeah. Hey, Dan, how you doing? Yeah, I'm doing Dennis's last 5 boxes and 4 of mine from this week, which that's 1, 2. I have 3 enders into 1 with 8 total heavies. One of those heavies is actually an extra coin roll. So there's 7 heavies. One of the heavies is actually the ender. I'm doing good. I've got a couple good boxes this week, so we're going to definitely have a good week for that. And there are this week also, like last week, there's $10.50, 21 total coins missing out of 4 boxes, and I am not complaining. Yeah. Yeah. You got skinked, huh? Yeah. Yeah, 50, yeah. You did have a couple. Yeah, that one week you did. Yeah. Good. That's a good box. Yeah. They're hard to get, but right now, knock on wood, we've been getting decent boxes. There's been more than 50% of the boxes have had silver for Dennis. And I'm getting up to that mark also. Yeah. So I'm hoping that we can stay on this. I just feel there's a mama box out there because somebody is dumping. I mean, look at these coins. These are 64s. They're like BU. They're BU. It's crazy. But the edges just don't show it. The edges look, they don't stand out. But look at that. They're BU coins. So yeah, somebody throwing somebody's yum yums away. Did find 2 proofs in that box also. 2 nice ones. And I did find 1 proof in that. Yeah, that was a rough box, that last box. I'm working on Dennis's 3rd box out of his 5, and right now he's batting 0s. Nothing. So yeah, our last box. Yeah, it's just kind of weird, like, yeah, something going on there, but I mean, I've already had, like, my Bling and Benjis. They had really nice edges, but I mean, why did those, you think about it, we got 2, 4, those first 4 down here are definitely nice ones. But look at them. You can't even hardly tell that they're silver, you know? And they did find 1 silvery looking one that was not one part of the batch. Yeah, they've been pretty rough. You can't go by the edges today for the most part. So, yeah, last week I got 2 silver enders in a box. There was only 7 silver coins in the box, I believe. Today I get 1 silver ender in this box and end up with, I think, 16 silvers. 9 were 40s. I mean, 9 were 90s. I think we're at 16. I'm confused now. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, 16 silver coins. 9 of them were 90s. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. And they're, yeah, somebody dumped somebody's dump away. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, I hope you have a great stream. I hope you get some silver boxes. Give people some yum yums. Yeah. You think there was more or less than the, based on what you had laid out on the table on your video, it just seemed like there was less giveaways this year than there was last year. Is there more or less, you think? It seems like less, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I don't think that's going to get anything. Yeah, about 500 less, yeah. Yeah. No new boxes, Dan. All circulated. Now Dennis won't be able to get boxes at his bank anymore, so he's got to figure out how to get boxes again. So I'm ordering. Since I knew that from last week, I ordered 4 boxes for myself. So I'm gonna order myself 4 boxes from here on out. So I'm happy with 4. I got quarter bags to get through. I mean, I got a $half bag to go through, but I'm hoping to get another $half bag so I can stream both of them live. I'm waiting for Rick to get his next $half bag. Getting close. It should be getting close. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing Dennis's last 5. So last week when he had a choice of doing the heavy box, he chose to do the heavy box. So I don't know if he's going to get any silver this week. All his heavy ones in these boxes are light heavy. And this one had none. Right now, he's batting zeros, but he is averaging better than 50% of his boxes having silver. But I think today that's going to average him down a little bit. We have 4 rolls to go, and then I'm kind of happy. I have, what do I have? Me, Dennis, me, Dennis, me. I have 2 boxes left. So the 2 boxes I have, one is the 3 enders. That'll be the last box. And then the other one I think has 3 or 4 heavies in it. This is box number 6, and we're almost done. So I'm going to go into, I'll be doing my box next, which should have, I'm confusing. Yeah, this will be 6. There's 4 to go. But right now, Dennis is batting zeros. Dennis's last roll in box 3 for him, 225.5. And Dennis is going to get no silver, no fines. Actually, we found nothing. Yeah, Dennis is going to get that little penny up there for skunk box. But yeah, I'll show you. Let me show you the last box of today. There's 3 missing, 8 heavies, 3 enders. We have an ender, an ender, an ender. Yeah, I think this is the heavy one. This is 227, but look how nice that ender is, just like the one in the first box. This is one of those 64s, so that's part of that dump. 227. And then we have this one, just a 225-2, probably a 40. And then this one here also is just in black, 225-5. That is a 40. It's a 1965. But we have a couple heavy ones. Another heavy one, 226.7, 226.5. I mean, that's 90% weight there, boys and girls. 226.6. 226.9. Yeah, these are good weights. These are 90% weights here. Yeah, that's going to be a good box. So we know we got 40s mixed in there. We got 90s. It's going to be our last box. Ah, yeah. Now we're going to do the box, my 4th box of the day, which is the 3rd one of this week's pickup. Those are kind of boxes I miss getting right there. Heavy, enders. Let's keep them coming, I hope. I just believe whoever dumped all this stuff dumped a lot, and it's in a bunch of different boxes. We're just getting a little bit at a time. Now this box has 1, 2, 3, 4 heavy ones, but the one heavy one is 236.2, so that's an extra coin weight. Then we have some light ones, 213. There's 1 missing, 1 missing, 2 missing, and 2 missing. So there's 2, 4, 6 missing. We got a 226.4. That should be 90, I hope. 226.1 could be a 90 or a 40 in there. 226.3. And that's it. 1, 2, 3. So we're hoping to see some 90s and hopefully there's 40s, because this is part of the same dump, I hope. So good luck to me. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Ah, the good old days when we used to get boxes. Dennis went to his mom's birthday party. He said he would try to stop in every now and then, but he has not stopped in at all. So I don't know if it matters to say how old she is, but I won't do that because I don't know if he wants me to say. I don't think it'll matter, but we'll call it a milestone. She hit a milestone. There's 2002. 2002. Yeah, every one of my boxes this week we're missing coins. That's going to be missing 1, 2, 13, 8. Be nice to see a silver pop out of one of these. Yeah, the other rolls, the first box, I think it was 2 or 3 with the 2 missing had a 90 in it, so that was pretty cool. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. Yeah, if somebody wants to take a couple dollars out of my box and give me a bunch of 90s to make up for it, I'll be happy to do that every week. Yeah. I see a lot of new ones in here either, so yeah. All right, our first heavy one, 226.3. We're hoping to see a 90, and we're at least hoping to see something. I can see it already if that's it. I see something through the paper. I don't think you can see it. I think it's right there. I see something. Yep, there it is. Now we got it. That's what you call a silvery edge. It looks like a Kennedy. Yep, it's going to be another 64. That one also is from Philadelphia, but yeah, I'll take 90s all day long. You can throw $10 bills at me all day long. Yeah. I'm going to have 4 for 4 for silver. We did get 140 out of the second box. So this one's going to be missing one also. Let's see if there's a silver in with it. That'd be cool. Oh, we're going to get silver with it. I love getting a silver to make up for my losses. We have a 40%er. Awesome. Back-to-back rolls. 69 Denver. And that was 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 19. 2021. Yeah, you can give me a 40%er all day long. You want to take a $50 out. You can even take 2 out. All right, that was back-to-back rolls, but we've only did back-to-back once today. Yeah, we know there's 40s mixed in this, 90s, and there's some proof. I'm just surprised we have not found more proofs after finding those first 2 in that first box. Yeah, there's some nice coins getting tossed away. There's no doubt about that. So I'm hoping, we're always hoping to get better boxes next week or get some more of this dump next week. Keep the dump coming. I don't care if it's spread out in 1,000 boxes. Keep them coming. This is the best it's been in a while based on the number of boxes gotten so far this year. All right, first 10 rolls. 2 silvers, 1 and 1. Expected to see an 87 too, but we've not seen an 87. You gotta remember, if we have an extra coin, you gotta remember not to mark one of them missing. This one doesn't have a lot of NIFC in it. I'm confused. How do I have 2 boxes for Dennis left if I'm doing... Oh, that's right, Dennis would be last. Oh, so I'm gonna have to do two of Dennis's. I want the other one to be last. Okay. We're going to do both of Dennis's next time. 236, extra coin. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21. 1 extra. But really, there's no extras today. It's just 1 less lost. And we're going to be missing 2 out of this one. Lots of newbies there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So there's 2 missing out of there. Yeah, we're going to do this box, and I have to do both of Dennis's next. Let's save the other one for last. I was wondering why I'm so upset. So I started with myself, and I'm going to end with myself. So. I'm hoping Dennis gets something in his box. Yeah. No new coins in that roll at all. Just because you find one doesn't mean you're going to find more. But we're going to get more out of this, I believe. Just don't know when it's going to pop out. Roll number 20. 20, 20, 20. I had 3 rolls with like no new ones, and all of a sudden a bunch of new ones. Not seeing the NIFCs in this one like I did in the first 2. There's not one new one in that row. Not one silver either. Yeah. None for you. I'm not seeing the NIFCs. 2021. 2021. The first 2 boxes had a lot of NIFCs in them. This box is totally different. Roll number 25, halfway roll. Ended up with 2 silver coins. 2023, 2023. Second half should be better than the first half, I hope. Got 2 heavy ones. No new ones in that one either. Crazy. No silver either. How's things going for you, Dan? Is that a silver? It's got a weird sheen to it. Looks like it's silver. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's silver. They just don't stand out like silver, but there you go. 68D, second 40 out of this box. Roll number 28, actually. Beans. No back to back. No back to back in that one. Roll number 30. In there. 2024, 2023. 20 to go in this box. No. To go. And when I weighed that first one up with all them heavy ones in, I'm like, wow, I can't wait to weigh the other one up. The other one just came out totally different, totally reversed, you know. And I weighed up another one, it was good. And then I weighed up the last one, it wasn't as good. I was hoping to first one I weighed was going to be the worst one, you know. But I was hoping. You get one heavy one, so boom. But you get what you get, and I am happy for it. I opened them up at the bank, and I said, "Oh, we're missing coins again." But I'm like, "Oop, here's an ender." Yeah. $15 rolls to go. No new ones in that one at all. Next roll is a heavy roll. 226-1. We are hoping for something in there. And we will find something. Almost an ender, too. It's black. It's a blackened one. Is it 90 or 40? It's a 90. Very toned 90 from Philadelphia. Cool beans. 290s, 240s out of this box so far. That's awesome. 226-1 pays it off. I'll take it. 226-1. Yeah, if it was just one. Yeah, it would be 225-1 then. Nope. Yeah, you get a couple 40s. You're just hoping to see some more 40s in here, but I'm happy to have it. I mean, we're going to get 4 a box. Yeah, last week we just came one shy of averaging 3 a box, and that's pretty darn good, you know. $10 rolls to go. The last one is a heavy roll. We have a lucky 7 today. 225-7. Can it be lucky? We already had one. Can we get another one? It's black there, but I don't know if that black is silver. That black one going to be silver? Oh, yeah. It's going to be silver. I wonder if that came along with that. Yeah. 68 Denver. Pretty sure those two were together. I'm going to say this was a different collection, though. I take dirty silver all day long. Let's see if we get another lucky 7. Back-to-back 7s? That would be cool, but I don't think so. We're happy to get the 1. 225-2. All right, our last light roll is going to be missing 2. Let's see if there's a silver in with it. That would be nice. No silver in this one. That should be missing 2. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So yeah, we're missing 2. So we're just going to mark that as 5 missing instead of 6. We had an extra coin. So we're 5, 10, 15, 16, 17. There's 18 missing coins so far. So $9 missing. The other box is missing, I think, 3. Oh my God, I think we have silver. How much does this weigh? 225.6. Looks like one of them dirty 90s. That would be nice to get a 90 in this roll. That'd be cool. It's going to be a 90. Nope, it's going to be a 40. That's what it should have been. A 66. Roll 45. Cool beans. Cool beans. And no other proof. Is this a proof? No, it's a nice 81. I figured when we did the first box, we would have had an 87 by now. But they're coming. I just know they're coming. 225.4. No silver. 225.2. lot of new coins in that one. No silver. 224.6. No silver. All right, the last roll. I'm going to say the last roll should be lucky. I hope 226.4. Oh, yeah, there's another dirty one right there. I want to say there's two different dumps here, but yeah. Another 64. Crazy. Looks like a Philadelphia, but three 390s and 440s out of that box. That was a good box. 7 silver coins. Cool beans. That was another good box. That's crazy. 390s, 440s, 7 silver coins. I'm going to say they're from different people. So I'm doing good. I'm going to, well, 4 out of 5 are going to have silver, but my 100% of the boxes from this week will have silver. So we're going to do Dennis's last 2 boxes, and yeah, hopefully he gets something. These are actually from April 11th, the week of April 11th. April 11th. A couple new enders, but it doesn't matter what's new or what's not. You need to find silver. So he has a 226 even and a 226 one, but hopefully he gets some silver today. That would make him a lot happier. Yeah. All right, Dennis, 2 rolls. We got 100 rolls to go. We're going to do Dennis's 100 rolls back to back. You're back. I didn't know you left. You missed all that fun. You missed all that silver. What's going on, man? You ended up getting 7 out of that box. 390s and that one don't even look silver. 390s and 440s. So yeah, I'm gonna do Dennis's last 100 rolls, and then I'm gonna do that last 3-ender box. So yeah. 10 of 23. So let's hopefully Dennis has something in his last 100 rolls. I hope he finds something. I haven't found anything for you at all. Nothing. Yeah. Hoping he finds something for the boy. Right now I'm seeing no new coins in these last couple of rolls. There's no silver either. There's one newer one. 22. Yeah, 2022. So last week I forget we had for Dennis was like 14 silver coins or something. So yeah. He had a good week last week. Yeah, it was 19. Yeah, we had 29 coins. So Dennis had 14. I ended up with 15, so that was a good day. We missed averaging 1 coin by missing average of 3 per box. Today we're at what? 9. I don't know. 16? Or is that 17? 16? 17? 24. We're at 24 right now, so I believe we will get 6 more silver coins, hopefully, out of the last box. So we should average at least 3 a box today. So that's pretty good average. We can do that 2 weeks in a row. That's really good. That's not something we've been averaging less than 1. Yeah. I know Rick's under 1 a box. Just can't seem to pull it off. Rob Rides Treasure's been under 1 a box for the last month, I guess. He was above, but now he's falling behind. I watched Digging Dave's dime video. He had 2 silver enders in one box, and he had one in another box. I think the one that only had one, that's all that was in the box, and the one that had 2, there was only 4 in the box. That's crazy. I mean, dimes, you know. You rarely see a silver dime ender, let alone 2, you know. And I'm thinking he's going to get a mega box, you know. Maybe like 20 or 30 in the box. Nope. Because you have enders doesn't mean you're going to have a bunch of them on the inside. You're hoping. We hope. Seen a lot of these 1023. So this guy did these in October of 2023 to 2022. Yeah. 2022 and 2020. Rick, are you still getting brand new boxes? I know every now and then you were getting them, but can't say I've seen you get a brand new box lately. It's been a while since I think I've seen you do one. Brand new. Brand spanking new. You know, Ralph Fine's Treasure still gets them every now and then. I think they're 2022s, actually. You need to take your marker, take his marker away. Why? Yeah, I know we got returned boxes, brand new boxes. I don't think it was last year, but it was definitely the year before. The guy that marks them like that with the dot and the date, he must have got all brand new coins because all he did was mark the ends. Because when I opened them up, it was just the end coins were marked, not the inside ones. Well, that's good. I hope you don't either. It's been a while since I've seen you get one, but you used to get them there on a regular basis. And they were like 2022s or something, too. I hope Dennis gets something here. 5 box skunk week. Just not normal. It's boring too. 226. 226. That looks silver. No, it's not though. Kind of had that weird, stupid edge like the dirty ones had, but no, that is not silver. Kind of look like the ones I've been getting, dirty edges. 2025. I thought 2025 were supposed to be NIFC, somebody said. And if they're out there, right, that means that that's a lie. Yeah, that would suck, man. They overloaded the system with the 23s and the 24s. I thought 25s were supposed to be NIFCs, I thought somebody said. Man, this is brutal for Dennis. I'm just so happy that I'm going to get through these 2 boxes and I'm going to get me another good box. I know I got at least 3 because there's 3 enders. 3 enders. Let's see. There's 3 enders. 2 of those, I believe, are 40s. One's a 90, I believe. Unless it's loaded with 40s. We got an A. Hey. And I have 8 heavy ones. So if I have 8 heavies, but I think the 1 is the ender, so that's 7 other heavies. So that means if I have 7 other heavies, I'm hoping to have at least 10 silver coins in that box. Plus, I'm hoping to have other ones in that box also. Come on, Dennis, do something here. So right now I'm hoping there's at least 10 in there, but I would think there's more, but I did that last week. I thought I was going to get a lot more in my 2-ender box, and I got only 7, and I was kind of like, got ahead of myself. You can't get ahead of yourself thinking I got 2 enders, and I'm going to get 20 silver coins out of a box. So I got 7 with a 2-ender box. And that means there was only 5 on the inside. And I'm going based on my weights. So based on the weights and my enders, I should have at least 10. So if I have 10, I'm hoping at least 2 to 5 rolls more are going to have a 40%er in them. So I could end up between 10 to 15 silver coins out of that box. And the first box had 16. And plus, I didn't get another proof out of the other boxes, except the beat up one. And that is not part of this dump here. So that's my guess. I don't like guessing. And if you guess wrong, you might disappoint yourself. So. Like last week, I was actually disappointed because I thought I was going to get more. So you had a good box, but yet you were disappointed. It makes no sense because you overthink it. You overthink it. Dennis always says, 1 silver ender, 10 in a box. It doesn't work. He did it once or twice. He got 1 that was 10 one time and 9, I think, another time. But normally it's 1. If you're lucky, there's 2 in a box. So don't overthink it because then you disappoint yourself. I was just happy to see, man, to see 2 enders one week and then come back and get 3 enders in a box the next week and another ender in another box. That's a good week. That's something that's been happening over the last year or so, you know. I'm going to say almost 2 years. I don't say 2 years, but almost 2 years. Yeah. If you got an ender, just know you have an ender and there's a chance to have other ones. Yeah. What's the silver hunter? He just did a $50 hunt. I watched the video the other day, too. I forget what he got out. He did pretty good. I think he got a walker. He got a couple goodies out of his boxes. I forget what he got in them, but he had a pretty good box. He finally had a good boxes. Here's Dennis's last heavy roll, 226-1. You weigh enough rolls, you're going to get on the heavy side with nothing in them. You say 1 roll. Well, you just had one with a 226-1. You got a 90 out of it. That's just a crap. That's just a luck of the draw because this happens to be 90% silver in the box, and it just happened to only weigh 226-1. Actually, it should weigh heavier. 2022. Man, Dennis is going to get skunked out again. Yeah, he's not watching this. He'd be going be all depressed. Got to take the good with the bad. Good with the bad. Yeah, the end of last year was brutal, man. From October to like February, March, I ordered coins in 1 circulated box. I mean, I held on all that time. Yeah, I had enough. Okay. Dennis's 4th boo box. That's brutal, dude. Brutal. I don't think I have another penny up here, a foreign penny, so we're going to throw a foreign nickel up there. These are all the foreign coins I've been finding in the... I found a bunch of foreign coins in my... when I was dumping coins in my credit union's reject for the return. All kinds. I even got... I thought I had silver. I look in there like, oh, I see silver edge. I'm finally going to get a silver. It's like, nah. All foreigns. All right. Wow. 4... Okay, last box for Dennis. Last 50 rolls. That's all we got. It's for Friday, week of the 13th. Was the 13th on a Friday? 6/13? I don't think so, was it? I'm confused now. Dennis might write the date that he gets them, but I always go by the end of the week. So 6 would be June. Yeah, Friday the 13th. That was a week of the 13th. Yeah. Dennis's last box. Friday the 13th. How's that? It's going to be a lucky one. Oh, yeah, this is the one that he got where he's like, I think they're rewrapped. Because they look rewrapped, but they're not. It's just the way they were rolled. You see them all smashed and stuff? These were not returns. This is just the machine's messing up because I had a bunch. I have a bunch this week. Yeah, the machine does all that, but they were not rewrapped. That is good. Dennis's last 50. I gotta get rid of this bucket. Oh, there we go. Last bucket to fill up. All right, let's see what Dennis got on Friday the 13th. Oh, no, that's not silver. Boy, that almost faked me out. When I first saw it, I thought, nope. I was going to, I don't think that's silver. That's just kind of a tease. Kind of looks silver, but I don't think it is. If it is, it's going to be a nice faker, but nope, 74. Open that up. That would have been nice to see it. So, yeah, 225.7. Man, not even approved. Nothing. I think 3 out of 4 boxes last week we had silver. And when we did his last box, he had the option of doing the heavy roll box or saving it for this week. And I said, I don't know what you're going to get the next week because all your boxes are zeros, or I don't want to say zeros, but only a couple 220, low 226s. So don't mean anything. Yeah, Georgia had a good hunt. Yeah, I can't believe you're going to get a $5 skunk steer. That's just go from averaging more than 50% of the boxes to getting skunked out. But it is what it is. Yeah, it happens. It happened. You had a skink last week, yeah. All of them were skunks. Wow. Silver is hard to find, man. Oh, fried bologna sandwiches stopped in last week. I think it was last week. He ended up getting 2 boxes. In the one box, I think he had like 16 silver coins in it. So he had a really good box. That's fine. We know what you mean. You're getting old. Expensive. I think he had like 16, but then the other box was customer returns. Yeah, that's pretty good. This kitty cat passed away. Poor thing. Poor kitty cat. Yeah. He somehow got him with something to do with his mom or something. He ended up getting him a couple boxes. One was customer wrap return. Rick, I forget. You have to rewrap yours. There's Digging Dave, the Silver Dime King. Yeah. Well, silver was up to like 30, almost 39 yesterday. Congratulations on your dime box, or boxes, I should say. And one would think the two enders would have made more than 4 in a box. Yeah. I forget, Rick. You don't rewrap your. Yeah, you're back in the bag. Yeah. Oh, you're literally putting them in the bag. Okay. So you don't even have to dump them. You just put them in the bags and take them back. You take them back to the same bank you get them at? I hope not. Yeah. Okay. They probably just tickle pink with you. Get 2 boxes a week and take 9 back. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get my girls a gift card, I'm assuming, next week or so. Usually when I get a couple good boxes, I'll get them a gift card. Well, if you're in a good relationship with your bank, they might give you bags. It happened with me once at my one bank because I started dumping coins. I did dump in banks that I do pick up now, but there's different people. And that's when COVID was in. But she offered me 2 bags a week to fill up because when you take them back in rolls, they have to unwrap them themselves and put them back in the bags to send back to the Fed, which makes perfect sense. But I don't understand how we'll get boxes sometimes that are customer rewraps in a box. It's like, how does that happen then, you know? How does a box go back with customer rewraps in it that wasn't opened and put in a bag? Yeah. I have a business account at my original bank that I ordered coins from. They will not order nothing no more. Period. If you have a business account or not. But if I had $100 million in a bank, they'd order me some coins. I'd call me Loomis up right away. I just call them direct. Say, I got $100 million. I want to get $1 million worth of halves, no new ones, delivered to my house tomorrow morning. Chop, chop. And they'll say, okay. My bank, because I even asked it, because I remember some people were taking bags back and they had to wait. I forget what they called it. You had to wait to get a verification on the amount before they would credit your account. And I asked them that there. They said, no, I do not have to wait. I didn't have to wait. But I've heard other people did have to wait. I forget what they call it. And I've tried other banks years ago. I mean, I've been doing this for like over 6 years. And I tried to get bags at other banks, and they're like, no, we don't do that no more. We don't do that no more. So, because I originally was dumping coins. I opened a credit union. I opened my account up at the credit union because I didn't know what to do with my first, I don't know how many boxes I got. I literally opened them up. I opened them up like this. This is how I opened them up. I opened them up like this. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know what to do because I didn't have any rolls or nothing or rewraps. So I just would open them up like this, check them, right? And then I would put them back in. Literally, this is what I did when I first started doing this. I put them back in the rolls. I didn't know what to do. I knew what to do looking for silver, but didn't know what to do with the coins once I checked them. So I'd put them back in the roll, Well, that's close enough. And I would just smash them and put it back in the box. And then I would put the box under a shelf. I didn't know what to do with it. I didn't know where to go with it. So I had like 4 or 5 boxes. I was only getting like a box or 2 a week. And I finally opened the account up at the credit union that has a machine. And then I started dumping them there. Yeah. And like my bank, a couple of the banks actually had a machine, a change machine. You could take them back. But one of the things was when I got them, was that I wasn't going to take them back there. So now I was trying to figure out how to get rid of my coins. Yeah. Yeah, well, you just got to ask them if you can, Dave. I think we're going to get silver. Oh, no, man, that looks so close. When I was just opening at that angle right there, that looks like silver on my end until I go like that. Man, I thought Dennis was going to get a silver. Damn. It was just the angle. I almost got excited. Yeah, I only had one bank because, well, when COVID hit, you couldn't even take them back unless you wrapped them. So I literally opened my coins up and was throwing them in the box loose, and I was saving the boxes. Open the dump, open the dump, open the dump. Well, there's a proof. There's a proof. Dennis is going to get a bicentennial proof. Cool beans. He got something finally. So then I opened the bank. I opened the account up at another credit union to dump coins. But then right after I did that, then you weren't allowed to go in at all. And then I had to wait. And I had a lot. I don't want to say how much I had. I had a lot. Remember, I was getting coins. I just now can't get rid of coins. Figure that one out. So then I actually started wrapping them. I was getting wrappers from my bank, but then that didn't work. So I ordered a whole case. I got there's 16,000 wrappers there's 1,000. There's a 16 individual 1,000. I was wrapping coins, and I was wrapping, and me and my wife, I would load up like 10 to 15 boxes, and I would go from where I live and just hit banks all the way into Delaware and everything, just to get rid of some boxes. I know people weren't happy with it, but I was wrapping coins. I even ordered a whole case. And then finally you were allowed to start the dump again. I still have most of that case of $half wrappers. Don't know what I'm going to do with it, but yeah. Hoping I never need them. Wrapping. And then finally you were allowed to start dumping. I could take the coins, and I was so happy. A lot. Yeah. Only one. I know they weren't happy when you would bring in 4 boxes. My wife's like, it's too many. I need to get rid of. I was actually dumping them at my wife's bank also. My bank. But the one bank I stopped at twice. This one lady, man, you had to be there. She made me feel so uncomfortable. So I didn't go back there for the longest time. And I'm like, well, let's stop in and see our friend or whatever. So I went in there with 2 boxes. She wasn't there. Filled out my deposit slip, walked up, and all of a sudden she must have been on lunch. She came out and she just started opening her mouth. Sounded like an old biddy. She wasn't even that old. And I told her, I said, you know what? This is the second time I've been in here, and this is the second time you made me feel uncomfortable. I forget what else I said too, but and the other lady's like, everything's fine. The other lady was fine with it. This woman just kept running her mouth. So, yeah. You want to talk about feeling uncomfortable? Yeah. Yeah. And there's been other people that ask, like, where do you get the coins from? And like, why don't you take them back? Where do you get them from? And I'm like, it's not the way it works for me. I avoid, right now, I don't have to worry about wrapping. I just have to dump. So, yeah, he used to wrap a lot of coins. A lot. Yeah, we're doing half dollars. We're looking for silver proofs. We found a bunch of silver today so far. A couple proofs. No 87s. Yeah, we've only found 2, 3, 4 proofs so far today. But yeah, mostly we got 9, 12. I think we have 12 90s and what we got. Most are 40s. I forget where we're at. But the last box I have 3 enders in it. So yeah. He bought a card. Dennis had the buckets. I guess he had a card. He would card them into the. He would use a dolly or something to take the buckets into the. Me, I just carry them in. And when I go to it's a long story, but when I used to dump my coins at my first credit union, I ever opened up coins. One week I dumped like $7,000 one day of everything I had. That was pennies, dimes, nickels, quarters. And I do this every week. I get rid of all my coins at one crack. So when COVID hit and they shut the banks down or the credit unions, and it used to be free for a member. Even non-members, it was free. I think because of me, not just me, but there was some others also that I would bump into that dumped coins, but nobody dumped coins like I did. Dude, I used to get like 12 to 30 I used to get 12 a week. Every week I would get 12 boxes. The one week I ended up getting 30 boxes. So you think about hunting all them boxes. Yeah. So when the credit union finally opened up for you to go back in, they changed their policy. A member is only allowed to dump 500 a day. Now, if you're doing, I don't want to say too much, but if you're doing $5,000 worth of halves, it's going to take me 2 weeks to get rid of what I'm doing today. But I found the loophole in the system. My wife has an account too, and my daughter has an account too. I can actually dump $1,500 a day without being charged 10%. But they have to be there. So I drag my wife to the credit union every day. Now, the other credit union I have a thing at, I take 4 or 5 buckets with me, and there's usually around 1,500 to 2,000 in a bucket. And I dump $6,000 to $7,000 at one crack. I've only had problems at one of those credit unions where the lady says the machine can't handle this kind of money and all this and that. She more or less doesn't want me to come anymore. She said you could bring 1 bucket every now and then. And that's the bank. That's the one that Dennis used to be at, and I think that had something to do with him getting cut off. Not just cut off at that one location, but cut off at any location. That's what sucks. That was Dennis's 5th box. He ended up with 1 bicentennial proof. You're going to find a proof. Let it be a bicentennial because it's got that on the back. Now, the moment I've been waiting for. I mean, the first box, we ended up with 16 silver coins. 9 of those were 90s, and yeah, 7 of those were 40s, right? And with 2 proofs. This is my box from this week, this week, this week. Last box is this week. This box was no. Yeah, I only got a proof out of that one box, but that was the week, one of the other weeks. Yeah. It's a fiasco sometimes when it comes to getting rid of coins or getting coins. Getting coins is almost non-happening anymore. Yeah, I know. 3 are missing out of this box. There are 8 heavy and 3 enders. 3 enders. I haven't had a 300 box in a long time. Long time. Got 2 enders last week. Can't remember when we had 2 ender boxes. Like I haven't. But a 3 ender box, that's like not heard of anymore. Guaranteed 3 silver coins. This is what this box looks like in color form. This is that 65. I believe that's a 40. This one's a real nice shiny, just like these here were. See those there? I think that's part of that. That's going to be a 90 because it's heavy. 227 grams. Sometimes a 227, I wish there would be a 2 in there, but you never know. That's a Philadelphia. It's going to be part of that dump. So it's orange and black because it's heavy and it's an ender. 2 other enders in black. Our last roll is going to be, we got 226.6. We got 226.9. Yeah, we got some heavy ones, boys and girls. 226.8. Yeah. These should all be 90s. 226.5. 220. I think 226.5 is our lightest one. So, yeah. They should all be 90s, but you never know. So this is my last box of the day. 3 silver enders. We had 16 silvers out of the first box that had 1 ender, and it was 9 heavies. So we have 8 heavies. Yeah, all the heavies are heavy. Even this one's heavy. So there's really 7 heavies. That's why I said if I have 3 enders, that's 3 and then 7. Should have at least 10 silver coins out of this. So we're hoping between 12 and 15. So what'd you say? Tell me, what are you saying, Dave? I'm missing, sorry. I'm babbling on, ain't paying attention. Can't handle bags of halves, pretty much said don't bring halves anymore. Just maybe a bag of coins. Terrible. $1.50 whenever I visit the U.S. Oh, you're from... Yeah. You can ask for customer wrap rolls of halves. Most banks will just give you stuff, but some banks will not give you anything because you don't have an account. And once in a while, yeah. At least once in a while is better than no in a while. So, yeah. Yeah, it's hit or miss. All right, here we go. Last 50 rolls, 3 enders. Let's see what we get on the inside. Nothing. You get nothing. Yeah, it's been tough. 225.6. Then we have 240s, so we know there's 40s mixed in here. But what are your odds? Just like Digging Dave, he had 2 silver dimes in a box. And what was in there, Dave? Just 4 in the whole box. I thought there was going to be 20 in there, too. And 1 silver ender, I think you had 2 in it. 2 silver enders, you only had 4. Yeah, get a silver ender dime, yeah. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get as much as you hope to get. But 2002. 2021. I have to cough now. Dennis would say there's 3 enders, so there's 30 in the box. Yeah, I wish there was 30 in the box. Oh, you're from Canada. 42 of the 50 states. Wow. Is that like a goal to go to every state? Like a bucket list thing? We're actually going to be going back to Canada in a couple weeks here shortly. Go back up to Niagara Falls. All right, roll number 5 is a heavy one. 226.6, and that's usually a 90% weight. Let's see what we get. Nothing. Nothing. Oh yeah, at least this one's going to stand out. Them other ones were not standing out. What do we have? A 1964 Philadelphia. 90% silver. I'll take that all day long. And then we're missing a coin. There's a 213.9. That is a missing weight. Hockey. I am not a hockey fan. I have football. Oh, you know what? Look at this. We're going to be missing a coin, just like the first box. We're going to get something in it, too. Looks like a 40. A 66. Ah, yeah. So that's one. Let's count these off. There should be one missing. So 1, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. So yeah, you can take one silver. Give me a silver and take one coin all day long. One missing. Next roll. Can we repeat? 213.8. Now this is normal weights for one coin missing. It'd be cool to see back-to-back silvers. No, oh, wait. I think we might have one. I think this might be one. Whoops, we're stuck. Yep. You got to watch it. Sometimes you can't see that edge. Yes, we did it back-to-backs. Short rolls, we get paid back. Cool beans. So that was 213. We're missing one. That's 1. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. Yeah, that's cool beans. Cool beanie beans. Canadian football. Canada has football teams? No, they got hockey. Golf. No, I don't want to watch golf either. That is boring. All right, let's see if we can do 3 in a row, but 225, 2. No, 3 in a row today. Does Canada have football teams? Soccer, maybe. See, people call soccer football in other countries. All right, here we go. Our next heavy one, 226.9. Roll number 9. Yeah, these are going to be different than the ones I found in the first one because these got bright white edges where the other ones did not. 1964. Philadelphia, number 2. Well, number 240. 90. Yeah. Cool beans. The Canadian Football League. I never knew they actually had football. I swear I did not know. I know they do hockey. They love their hockey. The Maple Leafs. This is B box number 10. 1, 2, 4. My 4 boxes that I picked up yesterday all have silver in them. Box from weeks ago, nothing. Dennis ended up getting nothing but 1 proof, but we have 16 silver coins there, 140, 7 silver coins here, and we have 4 right now. Roll number 10 on the last box. How many silver coins do we have? I don't know, 16, 17, 24. We're at 28. Yeah, we're going to do better this week than we did last week. So, yeah, we're going to get over 30 today. Last week we got 29. How come you never hear about it? Like, you ever see anything? 16 silvers in 1 box. Yeah. Yeah, the first box. First box. 9 of those. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 9 of those were 64s. And some of them were like brilliant uncirculated coins that somebody dumped. Crazy. And I believe that's what this is also in this box. That's a heavy roll. So yeah, 16 in the first box. I'm confused where I was. I have no clue where I was. And then 2 proofs. We got 2 nice proofs in the first box too. This is the nicest proof so far today. 2006, got a little toning on it. And then this one here came out of the, that's why I was surprised we didn't get more proofs, because there's two nice proofs came out of the first box. Yeah. So we're at 4 silver coins out of 10 rolls. Yeah, that's fine. You're good. Glad to see you. So I'm hoping we're going to have, based on the 3 silver enders and the weights, should have at least 10, which now I figured between 12 and 15, because we did pick up the 2 40s out of the missing coin rolls. So right now I believe we should have at least 12 now. That's it. I hate guessing, but 12 to 15. So right now we're on par for 12. Par for 12 based on the first 10 rolls we opened up. Yeah. Yeah, after we're done with this stream, there was 13 coins missing. No, 11. There was 11 coins missing. Well, there was 13 missing, but there was 2 in the next row. But we lost 11 coins last week out of my box, 2 boxes. And we're going to lose 21 coins this week out of my 4 boxes. So, yeah, we're what, 30? This is all from one bank, but this was, I had 6 boxes stacked up from last 3-4 weeks. And then I picked up 4 boxes. I started ordering 4 boxes again because I knew Dennis wasn't going to get any. Plus, I've been trying to get rid of all my coins I had from last year, which I finally did. So I'm just getting 4. I still got a bunch of coins to get rid of. So I was getting 5 boxes a week, but I'm good with 4 right now. Plus, I got bags of quarters to do. I got a bag of halves. Hoping to get another bag of halves. So I got 12 boxes. I got 12 bags of quarters to do. 12 bags. And I know one has silver in it. I saw the silver. 2022. Roll number 16. The next 2 rolls should have silver. Let's see if this one has silver. I was hoping it was going to have, normally you'll find 40%ers more than you'll find 90%ers. So when you get 90%ers in a box and 40s, you're just hoping there's going to be more 40s. But right now, we are getting more 40s, I think. The 90s, we're about 50-50 right now. So we're doing good. There's a 226.8. Should be a 90 in here. Should be. We're hoping. Now there, that's like the first box. You can barely tell that is silver. That should be one of them shiny ones, I'm going to say. That looks like one of them shiny ones. Let's see. Yep, look at that. Has a dull edge, but look how nice that coin is. Somebody dumped a brand new roll, buddy. Is that silver? No. Brilliant uncirculated coin. You can't tell by the edge. Is that crazy or what? And then here's another one. Pretty sure that's a 64. This is 227 grams. The first box had a 227 too, but there was only 1 in it. So I believe that's going to be just like the other one. You can't tell by the edge. I mean, you can see a little difference in color because you know it's different, but it don't stand out based on how that coin looks. Beautiful coin, 64. Somebody dumped at least 1 full roll of these babies away. And we got 4, 6, about 7 or 8 of them. There's more to go. Somebody dumped somebody's dump. Why aren't they buying 40% silver? Too volatile. I don't know. Silver is silver. What's the matter? Silver is silver. This is another nice 1988. Or 2, 4, 6, 6. On tone, but that is not silver. First 20 rolls. We only got 2 silver coins out of that row. There's 1 ender in this row. Yeah. I've been wanting to call the coin dealer up that I took silver to a couple years ago and other stuff. See what they were paying for this stuff. Yes, right now, knock on wood, I can just dump them in the machine. Dump them in the machine. Yeah, I don't like to irritate people because I take, 4,000, 5,000 average, sometimes up to 7 to one of those credit unions. And nobody complains except that one lady. And I don't go, oh my God, look at this roll. There's going to be 3 in this roll. Look at this. 225.9. There's going to be 3 in this roll. All 40s, I bet. That's a 40 for sure. 68 Denver. We got 3. That's our first 3er. We had 2 once. 67. Wow, I didn't expect that at all. 3 in a row. Makes you think you should have more in this box, huh? Holy badooties. 225.9. We'll take 340s all day long. Yeah. That was unexpected, and I will take it. Wow. What were we talking about? 3 in a row. I think we got 1 today. I had 2 in a row. Wow, I did not see that coming at all. I'll take that all day long. Cool beans. It's amazing. You'll get 3 in a row, and then you won't see any for the next 10 rolls, right? Okay. Now I have all my coins that I've ever found. That's 25 rolls. That's half the box. 2, 4, 5. We got 9 out of the first half. 5 40s and 4 90s. So let's see what we get in the second half. Nothing. Nothing for you. 2006. I got so many 40s. I figured I'd. 213.9. This is our last light roll. It'd be nice to see a 40 in this one too. No, I ask for them, but I don't. You can't buy bags. You have to ask for them. Yeah, Ikes are hard to get, and I finally got my second silver Ike. I got first silver Ike. I think it was this year. Was it this year or last year? It was last year. It was a proof. I couldn't believe it. My first silver hike. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. 3 missing out of this. So we lost a total of, should be 10.50. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yep. $21.50 we lost out of this. So the Federal Fed ripped me off $10.50 this week. And then the banks that call me for the $50 bags, she called me the other, a couple months ago or whatever it was. 'Cause I did she did put a short video up of it. I think it was like $100 or $50 worth of Ikes. And she said, do you collect them? I'm like, yeah. And I didn't want to say no because I don't want to discourage them from calling me for anything. So I went and got them, and I couldn't believe it. There was my second silver Ike. That was so cool. So yeah, I mean, I've gotten thousands of them. And I thought I would never get a silver Ike. All right, here we got a silver ender, 225.2. Should be a 40%. Let's see what we got. What? No double? We got 1 triple though. 66. Second year. Roll number 30. Yeah, I got my second Ike. I couldn't believe it. I mean, every time I've gotten, since I started doing it, I'm going to say thousands of Ike dollars. Oh, look at that. We're going to have another one. Going to have another one. 220. I can't read it because I ripped it there. What does that say? I don't know. 225.6. Should be a 40. Another 66. Cool beans. Cool beans. I've never gotten a piece of Morgan dollar. I've seen one at the credit union. The lady, somebody dropped one off and she wasn't giving it up. They let her have it. I've only ever seen one Morgan at the banks that I know of since I've been trying. All right, roll 31, 226.7. I'm going to say it should be a 90 in here. Ooh, I think there's a couple of coins in here. This one has a war edge. Let's see this one here. I think it's a 40. 69. Is this going to be a Benji or a Walker? Yay, we're going to get Benji today, finally. What we got there? 53. Looks like a Denver. We finally got a Benji after, oh man, forever. Let's see what year. Let's see what mint on it. Should be a D, but yep, there's a D. Benji's in the house. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We got a Benji. I love it. 53 Benji. That's awesome. And we did get a 40 out of it too, so that's pretty cool. Benji had some friends with him. Benji in the house. Just think, I can't wait to get more of this dump in the future. That would be so cool. Yeah, I don't know much about peace dollars and Morgan dollars. I just know they exist. And Ikes do have varieties for them, but I have never found one. Yeah. I always ask them if they have any of those large dollar coins. And they're like Ikes. I'm like, yeah, but I would love to see a peace dollar or... You never know. Rob Fine's Treasures got lucky already. Yes, 1965 to 70. 70 was not intended for circulation. Benji is in the house. Yeah. I love finding Benji and Walking Liberty. That would be cool. I didn't think we were going to see a Benji today or a Walker, but you never know. Somebody threw somebody's dump away. How expensive that is, we'll never know, but it would sure be nice to see some future parts of this dump. Is that a proof? I can't believe we have not found another proof. Who is a 73D? A nice one. Is it the DDO? No, it is not. It's a nice one, though. Not what we're looking for. 2010. Yeah. 15 rolls to go, and we have 3 heavies and 1 ender yet. So I'm going to say we're going to get at least 4 more. You go to, I don't know how that works when it comes to like, if you go, my wife and I went down to the Philadelphia Mint and did the self-guided tour. They had the old notes in the one thing, the old notes. You want to see something cool? Go to the Mint. 226.4. For another 90. Yep, I'm going to say that's a Kennedy based on how bright that edge is. I want to say he's a 64. Yeah, 64 was the first year for Kennedy and the last year for 90% in circulation. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and then 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, and 70 were 40s, but 70 was not intended. That came out in mint sets only. I think it was 65. Was it 65, 66, and 67 came in a special mint set. 68 and 69, I think, came in proof. 225.8. That might be a good one. Let's see. would love to see a silver in that, but nope. You buy them down there at the mint? I didn't know that. Roll number 40, first year 40%, or 1965, 225.5. Just the one. I only see the one. It's an ender and it does not have the ring of death, 65. It kind of almost looks silver, but it's not. Yeah, they got those bills behind that one piece of glass, the gold certificate or something, $1,000 bill or something. Some crazy old stuff. But they're like brand new looking. They're like, it's like they were just printed the other day. Yeah, that's pretty cool to see that. Oh, I think we have a silver, almost an ender. 225. 68 Denver. Cool beans, another 40. We'll take it. Throwing $5 bills around all day long. I'll take it. Cool beans. Still have two heavy ones in this row. 1804. Oh, wow. Cool beans. Gold double eagle. Crazy. It's crazy the coins they used to make back in the day. Now they're just collector's items. Even if you can get them. Yeah. Benji in the house. We did good today. This is a great day. Trust me, we have not had good days like this in a long time. So I'm happy. 226.5. Should be another 90. We only have one more heavy roll after this one. You know what? That one you can see. And I believe that's one there too. Believe it or not, it's hard to tell. If you're looking at the screen, it looks totally different. But I think there's two in this roll. I think this is a 40. It's 1969, Denver. And this is going to be a nice 90. Another one of those beautiful 64s. You just can't tell by the edge. The edges are just dark. Another 90. That's awesome. It's awesome. Yeah, that's cool. I've never seen any president in person. Closest I came to a president, I was down in Philadelphia, and one of the presidents came, I think it was Bill Clinton. I was sitting in traffic and the motorcade went by coming up the ramp. That's the closest I got to a president. I don't know what car he was in, but that's as close as I've come to be to a president a long time ago. Oh, I'd probably, Bill. I think it was Bill Clinton. Yeah. I just looked at that as like they're holding up traffic. They literally stop traffic. You go nowhere. 2004. 3 rolls to go. The only bad thing about a good box like this is that it is going to end. Well, let's hopefully next week we get some more yum yums. So I'm happy. Even if we get skunk boxes next week, this is pretty good. Yeah. Wow, looks like the last roll is going to be, is that silver? No, it is not. It's our last roll, and I did not do this. This is the way it came. 226.6. Dave knows all about that, how they come. So yeah, 226.6 should be a 90. And there's a 90. Got a brighter edge, so maybe I still think it's one of those nice ones. Let's see what we got. Nope, it's not going to be a bright one. 1964. All the 64s came from Philadelphia. The only 90 that came from Denver was Ben Franklin. Ben Franklin! How many coins did we get out of that? We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 19 silver coins out of a box, and that's pretty good. That box was actually, I didn't think that box was going to be as good as the first one for a minute. But yeah, we did good. Let's do this. So, I was surprised we did not get more nice proofs out of my boxes. So, we can just put this away. Wow, so let me see what I can do for me. Dennis, the only thing Dennis we found, Dennis, was I love this is the best proof unless it's a silver proof. Independence Hall in the back. That's the only thing cool about it. I love this proof the best. Because the rest of them look like this. Except for the date. And the eagle's on the back. Nothing wrong with the eagle, but I love seeing the Independence Hall on the back. And our worst proof of the day, this was a nice, beautiful proof. 79. That is our worst proof of the day. And then I am going to do my best real quick to lay these out. Let's get it straight the first time. 64s. That was crazy cool. That was a really awesome box. We had some good boxes. I had 4 for 4 today. 4 for 4 for the week. So 4 out of 4 boxes had silver. And that is not something that happens very often. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Let's go for 10. Wow, this is crazy. This is good. This is something we don't see often. But you can clearly see the ones that were BU. These are the BU ones. And these are not the BU ones. But yeah, I found 2, 4, 6, 8 BU. So I'm going to say there's at least 12 more out there somewhere that somebody dumped out of a roll. Those are all 64s. And we did get the 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So there's 16 64s, all from Philadelphia. These are all 40s. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sorry about this. If I'm bad, I'm just 2, 10. There you go. Make sure I didn't miss anything, but I don't think we did. We laid them all out the correct way to begin with, so we should be fine. This is the most silver we've had on this mat from a 10-box hunt in a long, long time. And I always say if you keep at it, you will be rewarded. But it has been a struggle. It's been a struggle, especially when we started getting all those brand new boxes. And I would dread to see 2025 boxes right now. That's what can hurt us. And October's when we got slammed last time. And we're coming. Well, we still got a month to go, a month and a half. Oh, that's a 64. 64. That's right. I forgot about that. 64. Oh, another 64. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. 19. Cool beans. So we ended up with 20 90%ers. One was a Benji. All these 64s were Kennedy. Well, yeah, Kennedy. Well, yeah, the one. Sorry, that's not what I wanted to say. All the 64s were from Philadelphia. The only Denver Minute coin for 90s was Ben Franklin. He is the star of the show. He showed up. So that's not bad. 20. That's a good day. And 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 23 of those. 43 silver coins out of 4 boxes that I picked up yesterday. That's pretty good. So we averaged for the 10 box hunt a little over 4 a box. And that's pretty darn good. But if you look at the 4 boxes I picked out yesterday, we averaged 10 a box. So yeah, it doesn't happen often. So I believe if you keep at it, volume is key. I have slowed down my volume and I'm happy doing like this. So I'm good. All right, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. Everybody go watch Hunting Southwest Ohio. He's doing a lot of giveaways. So a lot of giveaways. I think he's got over $2,500 worth of silver. I'm assuming it's $2,500 worth of silver giving away today and other stuff. So $2,500 of value. So he's got a lot of stuff going in or going out from the treasure chest for a year. So go check him out. Go back in the chat and see Hunting Southwest Ohio. And yeah, tell him One Roll sent you. All right, Owen, thanks. Gold Maple Leaf. I hope you get to visit the rest of the states of the United States one day, and maybe we'll see you again. I'll be going to Canada in a couple weeks, just for a day or two. Yeah. All right, everyone. Thanks. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a great week. And I don't know if I'll see you again, but maybe we'll get lucky one more time. But yeah. Thank you.